Carmy, Sydney, and Richie conclude the 10-episode Disney Plus run of the Bears' sophomore season with their first night of operation at the renovated Chicago eatery. Things don't go well that night. Sydney experiences horrific memories to the one-take first season episode in which Carmy screamed about a Sharpie, and the till machine started spitting out order tickets. After his failed attempt to ask Sydney out on a date, Marcus yells at her. Carmy keeps forgetting to call the person designated as fridge guy in his phone contact list, which leads to him being stuck in the walk-in refrigerator. Hearing Carmy's frantic tirade about his misguided belief that he could balance a relationship with a Mitchell in existence, a sobbing Claire is moved. I think Carmy has been doing things Carmy's way for so long, and his schedule and routine has been so rigid that even the slightest imbalance to that risks throwing everything off, Jeremy Allen White said to Deadline. In the end, I believe Claire is fantastic for Carmy as she actually appears to get him. And I believe that he said, "Come here," at least for a brief period because he started to feel somewhat secure in her presence. Ultimately, though, it's far too sensitive. Carmy has been doing things his way for so long. All he could do was lose his balance. Sydney defecates in the rear alley. Jamie Lee Curtis, Carmy's mother, sobs outside the eatery and won't go inside. After winning the ticket order, Richie and Carmy get into an argument. In contrast to where the first season ended, the Bears' establishment is left on precarious ground for its first week of operation at the close of Season 2, putting us on noticeably more uneven terrain. However, it also leaves every loose end hanging in hope of the show's eventual comeback. Here is what we currently know about Season 3 of The Bear. The Bear Season 3 potential release date. Will there be a Season 3 of The Bear? Fans of The Bear should rejoice, since it was revealed in November that the program had received a third season renewal. FX Entertainment president Nick Grad announced the renewal in a press release, saying, "The Bear has become a cultural phenomenon, wowing fans in its first season before reaching even greater heights in its second." Jeremy Allen White, Ayo Edebiri, Ebon Moss-Bachrach, and the rest of the creative team, together with Christopher Storer, Joanna Kahlo, Josh Sr., and the rest of the cast, are all incredible people with whom we are thrilled to work. What they and the crew have done is truly remarkable. And we and our partners at Hulu and Disney Plus join fans in looking forward to the next chapter in the story of The Bear. The new season will not be out for some time, since White stated in December that filming will begin in February or March of this year. This is probably because of the strikes that occurred in Hollywood last year. However, Season 3 may arrive sooner than we think because the show is known for its quick turnarounds. This does, however, provide us a little more time to celebrate Season 2's triumph. At the most recent Golden Globe Awards on January 7th, The Bear did quite well. White and Edebiri took home the Best Actor and Best Actress prizes in their respective categories, and the show won Best Television Series. The Bear Season 3 cast. Who is in The Bear Season 3? According to the statement released regarding The Bear's renewal, Jeremy Allen White, Ayo Edebiri, and Ebon Moss-Bachrach, three important cast members, will all be back for Season 3. Molly Gordon, who plays Claire, Carmy's girlfriend, is expected to make a comeback as well. After Claire overheard Carmy claim that their relationship was only a diversion from his profession, the two were not on speaking terms. White, though, has expressed her belief that she should at the very least receive an apology by looking to the future. So when I read the scripts again, hopefully there will be some variation of that. Cast members Lionel Boyce as Marcus, Abby Elliott as Natalie, alias Sugar, Lisa Colin-Zayas as Tina, and Maddie Matheson as Neil Fack are also probably coming back. Several well-known guest stars, such as Jamie Lee Curtis, Olivia Colman, Sarah Paulson, and Will Poulter, appeared in Season 2 of The Bear. We can only hope for a similarly stellar cast in Season 3, while it is unclear if any of these actors will be back. The Bear Season 3 plot. What will happen in The Bear Season 3? As mentioned earlier, the restaurant's opening night marked the end of the second season. Even though it is ultimately a success, some of the employees' personal lives are still in ruins, and Season 3 will undoubtedly go more into these themes. Though White recently informed Variety that the upcoming third season will be much more based in the kitchen. Returning to the fundamentals of Season 1, we presently have very little information regarding the plot. Before the first season, we all did a lot of preparation. He stated, "I attended culinary school and worked in restaurants and other establishments a lot. There wasn't much cooking in the second season because so much of it was spent setting up the restaurant. But now, in the third season, I think we're going to go back to that functioning kitchen atmosphere that we had in the first." One of the Bear's biggest stars will work behind the scenes in the upcoming season, according to showrunner Christopher Storer. Speaking to Esquire about the Christmas episode of the second season, he said, "It was also great having Ayo on set with me that week. She's going to direct a few episodes next year, so she was an important set of fresh eyes." The Bear Season 3 trailer. Any The Bear Season 3 footage yet? There isn't any fresh footage to present as The Bear Season 3 is still in the planning stages of filming. But rest assured that Carmy did, in the end, manage to escape that refrigerator. We'll bring you all the updates as soon as we have them, including cast announcements, images, and trailers on NovoFlix. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more.